good. How you doing?
I'm fine. What's your name?
Hollis Winston.
Ali Winston.
Yep.
So, Len, you the mayor of Brooklyn Park, right?
I'm the mayor of Brooklyn Park. Yep.
How long you been serving here for?
About 2 years now.
2 years now.
Yep.
So, how is it looking with the Liberian community? How do you see it?
It's a privilege to have the Liberian community in Brooklyn Park. I think a lot of people don't know that. Brooklyn Park has been through some times financially, and it was often Liberians that would come in and buy the houses and bring stability, right, and give back to our city. Liberians are a huge part of Brooklyn Park and also Brooklyn Center. So I think, we're proud of the contributions that Liberians have made to our community. So it's fun to come out and celebrate with y'all on Independence Day.
Thank you. We are very happy to have you here celebrating with us. And what impact has a Liberian made actually in Minnesota or in Brooklyn Park? Like you kind of.
Well, within the healthcare industry, right? Liberians are a big part of the healthcare industry. I think when you look at some of the businesses that are coming in Brooklyn Park, many of those are Liberian owned. So tax services, staffing services, property management, right? Liberians are coming up. So I think Liberians have made a big impact in terms of contributing economically. Yeah. Then again, when you talk about the stability, right? Who lives there, how they treat one another, right? Liberians have made a big impact within not only Brooklyn Park, Brooklyn Center, but also the entire state. So it's been a good impact. And then culturally, right? I think culturally, Liberians have brought a lot as well in terms of foods, in terms of music and everything else. There are clubs that specifically cater to Liberians, but everybody goes there because they enjoy the environment, right? So I think there's been a big cultural impact, and we appreciate it.
Have you eaten Liberian food before?
I have, man. Don't try to punk me out, man. I've had the spicy stuff and all that. Yeah, I actually like to I like when they do like when y'all do like the spinach. I like the spinach stuff.
Oh, that's the potato greens.
Yeah, I like the potato green. Yeah, the potato green one. When they mix it with the meat and stuff like that.
I like that. I think I saw you to Ebenezer Community Church the other day.
Yeah, I've been there before.
You've been there before?
Yeah.
So how you feel being around the Liberians and Liberian community? How do you feel? You feel welcome or?
I feel welcome, right? I think Liberians is they're gonna watch and see how you treat folks and how you act, right, and if you're respectful. But I feel comfortable being around Liberians, and I think, given the history of how Liberia was founded and former slaves going back there and everything, right, I think there should be some connection. So I feel comfortable.
I mean, you serve in Brooklyn Park, and Liberians are the dominant African in Brooklyn Park. Do you wish to see someday to go back to Liberia and see where we're from?
So actually, we're trying to work on this. We're trying to work on a cultural. Some people say it is a cultural mission because they don't think Africa has business. I want it to be a trade mission, right? And I want to go back to Liberia. I want to go back to Liberia, Nigeria, Kenya, Sierra Leone, and Ghana, right? Those are kind of some of the major ones. There's a few others, but I have plans to go back next year, actually, and see Liberia. It's important. And I promise a few people I'm going to go back there too. So.
That sounds good. What's your final words to Liberians here and back home?
Hey, I would just say, I've grown to know Liberians somewhat, right? And y'all have been through quite a bit. And sometimes I can tell that y'all feel like you've been through quite a bit. But I want to also say, because you've been through so much, there's a resilience there and a persistence. There's also a brilliance. And I would tell Liberian community, really trust yourself in terms of your brilliance and what you can do, right? Because you've been through a lot, you may not always feel it, but other people are watching and they know that you have that resilience, that you have that creativity, that you have that brilliance, and we want to continue to see it, right? So have a lot of faith in that.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Nice talking to you. So this is a major of Brooklyn Park, Minnesota. He celebrated July 27th with us right on the soccer field of Minnesota. One love.
Okay, brother. Thank you for that.